was mad, angry, and I thought I wasn't going to make it because I'm doing 18 years and I didn't really have any feelings. They treat you like, you know, but after a while you start figuring out that that's not the way to do it. You know, you're not going to make it that way if you keep getting, you know, banging heads with the cops and other inmates and other things, you know. You have to keep thinking that you're still alive.
Crime divides people and destroys community. Habitat for Humanity builds community. Inmates building houses for those in need, that's only the visible sign of this ministry. Something even greater is being built here, and that is hope. Building Homes, Rebuilding Lives is an innovative project, and it teaches prisoners not only a real-life skill, but it also provides low-cost, affordable housing for low-income families. It's based on the principles of restorative justice, and restorative justice says that incarcerated people should have an opportunity to give back to their communities while they're doing time. And not only that, but while they're incarcerated, they should become more competent. The program works like this. Families are selected by Habitat for Humanity based on their need, their willingness to become partners in the building effort, and their ability to repay a low-cost, no-interest loan. Prisoner and Family Ministry, along with other not-for-profits, raises the funds to pay for the building materials. And those building materials, which is lumber, are then put on a truck, which is taken to the prison. Inmates, after extensive training, build the walls for the new homes. And Lutheran Social Services of Illinois is the glue, keeping all of the partners together.
I have a family of 8 children, myself and my wife, my beautiful wife. And we were on the verge of winding up in the streets. I was a victim of downsizing, where I was making very good money, and just overnight, I lost my job.
I was in a relationship, and the guy that I was living with handled all of our expenses, and he came in on a Friday and told me I had till Sunday to get out. So I had just her and no money, no place to go, and we took a lot of help from friends, and we packed everything up, and we moved in with some friends till I could get back on my feet.
My husband was diagnosed with cancer 4 years ago, and I just lost him in June this year. We have 6 beautiful children. They're all here today, and my husband's dream was to have a nice home for our family.
Habitat for Humanity has a huge goal to accomplish, namely the elimination of poverty housing, substandard housing, and homelessness. So we have a very difficult task, but our theology or our philosophy is what we call the theology of the hammer. You've got to take up a hammer and drive some nails and saw some boards to get houses built.
Security is our main focus. We have 2 10-foot high fences with razor ribbon and 5 gun towers. Anytime we venture out to bring in another new program, such as building or construction trades, we've got to analyze the use of power tools, electric lines, hammers, nails. All of those things can be used as weapons, but just locking that individual up for 20, 30 years isn't going to help society.
As soon as you take the chains off these guys, obviously you increase their risk level, but you also increase their freedom, their opportunity to learn and grow. And the institution penal system indicates that, well, you failed and you might fail again. But with this program, we have a chance to extend the leash a little bit and give them an opportunity to learn and grow and experiment. It gives me the opportunity to teach these guys in a variety of settings, to place young men with old men, and students of different skill levels, and students of different racial makeups and backgrounds, and they can learn social skills. To me, this is the most important part of this class. When they get out, they may not be carpenters, but they're going to have a family or some job somewhere, and this gives them a chance to work on those skills as well as being a carpenter.
I've always been a good hard worker. That's what I was taught. And I had my drinking problems, and that's what got me into this.
Before I came in here, I was a paramedic. And I also had another job supporting 7 kids by 3 different women.
I mean, I'm not a saint or anything. I've been, I'm here for violent stuff, but that's because I was stupid and I was never thinking clear. I was just reacting like animals do, and it's just not right. I owe a lot to my teacher and this program. It makes me feel like I haven't thrown myself away and wasted my time. It's taught me to have more confidence. I notice a lot of the guys that come in here feel like they're nothing, but after they've in here for a while, they get that back where they feel like something. You have to do all the layouts, you read the blueprints and measure out all the walls and corners and windows and stuff, and that's a lot of responsibility because you're building somebody's house that they don't even know you and you don't know them.
I get to see some of the families that we build the houses for. I get to see the smiles on their faces. And this one time, one of the families was walking through, and a little kid, when she was pointing, she was telling me,
"This is your room. Look at this. This is your room."
And just that picture in itself, it's satisfaction. And that's the kind of satisfaction that you can't get in a classroom.
You at least feel human here. Like I said, when I come here sometimes and I'm working, I feel like I'm out in the world sometimes if I let myself drift, but I'm wearing blues and there's still, the gun towers and the cops that come out here and they always want to let you know that they're still in control and everything. But, like I said, if I were to let them get to me like that, then this program wouldn't have been worth it, but it's been worth it.
I'm going to take a picture of all of us sitting on the front porch when it's all done and send the guys a picture and a thank you letter. But it was really, really neat. They worked really hard and they were very proud.
Before I was incarcerated, I was the kind of kid who just had to be tougher, braver, and more popular than any other kid around me. And that eventually led me to be tried as an adult in the court system. And all of a sudden, I didn't know it all anymore, and I wanted to be a 15-year-old kid again. I expected bars and what you see in the movies. And when I came here, I saw how it was. I realized that it was very different. I thought I wasn't going to be able to do anything with my life. I thought, I was going to end up working for minimum wage the rest of my life. But I enrolled in the Woodshop class and Habitat for Humanity program, and I didn't even know how to hold a hammer properly. But in a short amount of time, I learned how to read blueprints, do some electrical wiring, drywall, roofing. I scored a 307 on the GED, and I then took it upon myself to study for the ACT. I am now applying to colleges such as Northern Illinois University, DePaul University, and Purdue University.
When they first come into the class, they're so scared and insecure about what's going on, and then the tools, they're very unaware of how dangerous they really are. At the same time, they are, and they know they're dangerous. So as they grow, and that confidence builds within them, and they start doing that project, and then they start realizing that, yeah, this isn't good enough. How much better can I do it? And they're challenging themselves that much more. And as you see the light go on in their eyes, that's what makes this job all well worth it. And that's the greatest thing in the world, because now you cannot fill them with enough knowledge. And as these young men find out what kind of work that they're really doing for their families, it builds their self-esteem, their self-respect, and it makes them realize that they are worth something themselves because they're helping other people.
I feel like I'm rebuilding something that I destroyed, that I'm giving back to people that I took so much from. I have met several families now. I've been to maybe 8 different banquets where families have come out and thanked me, and I've gotten to meet them and speak with them, tell them about my experiences here. I felt proud. I felt proud because I got to see joy in their eyes, and that's one of the greatest rewards I've ever received in my life.
They did a crime, but they're not bad people. They do have caring hearts, and it gives them a way to express some good about themselves and do something good back for the community.
And this home was built better than most of the homes in Springfield.
Did you guys ever think, when you picked up that first hammer to build a house, that you would influence so many lives?
It seems like everything has been
coming up roses for me since I turned my life around. We just bought a brand new car. We finna move into a brand new home. It's a brand new life.
Across the past 4.5 years, we've built 110 homes here in Illinois through this partnership with the Illinois Department of Corrections and with Habitat for Humanity International. And if we didn't lift one more hammer and didn't seek to engage one more life and transform it, God would smile upon us.
So come